Everybody ready? All right. Hello and welcome to the Fisher Protocol, the show where saying The Who is the greatest rock and roll band of all time is not subjective, but everything else is. Please take a quick second to like, subscribe, and share with your Who-minded friends. The Who is a passion of ours. This is more of a personal journey, and no money is made from these videos. So liking and subscribing lets us know we're not alone in Wholand. Constructive feedback is always welcome, either in the comments below, or you can follow me as I spout Who-related content, at least on Instagram and maybe even Threads at Fisher Protocol. I'm Ethan. I'm being joined today by my best Who friends, Tom and Betts. We don't claim to be experts, just fans of the greatest rock and roll band of all time. That's right, it's The Who. Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome back.
Hey, long time no see.
Gone for a while. We're back. I don't know if we're back weekly, but right now The Who is basically, they just finished tearing up Europe and the UK with, like, stellar reviews. That didn't get me, anyway, out of my Brian Wilson type bed to come and talk about The Who. What did you ask? Well, before we get to that, Tom, you recently took a vacation.
I did.
And your wife got you a gift. What did she get you?
She surprised me with tickets to see Tommy in Chicago.
Oh. And
yes.
So you
it was
did that?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had you seen the previous production at some point?
I had not, no. It's first stage production of Tommy for me.
All right, tell us about it.
They absolutely crushed it. They did an amazing job. Cast was great. Choreography was great. I mean, I had no idea what to expect. I made sure I stayed away from reviews and all that. And yeah, it was tight. It was just really, really well done. The music was perfect. I don't think they took too many liberties with the story or any of the music or anything. It was just really, really delicious. Just like wonderful, unbelievable.
Nice. Yeah, I guess you don't have anything to compare it to, but I mean, if you liked it, did it sound like just like a rock band in the pit, or? Yeah,
pretty much. They were rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
French horn. I mean, they had everything to do the job the right way. It wasn't some half-assed production of it, for sure.
When I went, I saw at the Kennedy Center, there was all this like Who songs rocking in the halftime and towards the end, at the very end when people were walking out. Did they have any of that going
on? I think they did. Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what it was though. I don't recall, but no, it was good.
Yeah. Were you just like censoring?
Anytime the show wasn't going on, I was just trying to explain to my wife what was happening.
Right. Did she want to know, or was she like just letting you like talk? Or what did she want?
I mean, she has a vague idea of the story, but didn't have a really in-depth look at it. So to have it portrayed on stage in front of her was definitely very helpful. But she definitely had questions.
Yeah, man. If you were just tried to straight like explain Tommy to someone from the jump, I mean,
it's tough.
It makes perfect sense. He plays Pinball Wizard. He plays pinball. Don't you get it? I mean, it's vibrant. One anyway.
Yeah, they like him, and then they don't, and then it's
And how's it end? Okay.
Depends on the day of the week. Yeah.
I was gonna say, how does it end?
Talk about disambiguation.
Yeah.
No, but why are we here today? Besides the fact that we love each other, obviously, and we still talk about The Who almost daily.
Yeah.
Even though we haven't graced your screens in a while. Tom sends us these updates of Who things, and half the time we already have them, but half the time we don't, and Tom gets us. It's almost like a contest sometimes. They see who breaks the Who news first. Right?
That's the only thing I view it as. Yeah, it's like, maybe I saw it before they did.
Right. And guess what? This is the first thing I saw was my Facebook messages, and you're the first one who told me. I was very excited. And of course, I don't say thank you. I have to go to Twitter to break it over there. X or whatever you call it. X, yeah.
X.
So the thing we've been like kind of waiting for a very long time was announced, the Who's Next Lifehouse box set. That's where I get to get fancy with the graphics. Boom, that's going to be the cover. It's coming out September 15th. And maybe you're saying to yourself, Ethan, I watch all the classic rock channels. I watch Track by Track, and I watch classic rock band reviews. They all have done reviews. Why are you doing it? We don't need you. I was like, yeah, well, those other channels who I subscribe to and watch and really like, they like other bands. They're weird. They like other things. We don't like other things. So when they say like super fans will want to shell out for this, whatever, they're talking about me, right? They're talking about you, and they're talking about you. Maybe. I don't know. I knew that I was willing, as soon as I saw this thing, I was willing to sell my child for it. I got really excited.
Sorry, child.
Sorry, child. We don't need you anymore.
It might save you money in the long run, actually.
It might. It might. It will. It's already saved me money. Making this decision. It's already saved me money. So we're getting a Who's Next Deluxe Lifehouse box set. Before we get into that, let's just go over two things. Who's Next comes out in 1971.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I had to check my notes for that. In 1995, we get the remix and digitally remastered reissue, of which I found my cassette.
Nice.
Okay. And then in 2003, we get the 2003 Deluxe Edition, which I found my CD. Yay. I've never actually purchased a new copy of Who's Next on vinyl. So, we might.
I have.
Yeah, you haven't either? Or you have?
Mm-mm.
No.
I did.
Well, a new one? Like a new shiny copy?
Huh?
A new shiny copy of vinyl of Who's Next?
Oh, no, I got mine back in like 1978. So.
But was it new? Was it new?
Yes, it was new.
Okay.
It had that new record smell and everything. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And I knew a half speed was obviously going to come. A half speed remaster was going to come around at some point. So I was kind of out. In my wildest dreams, I had no idea what we were going to get. So, and we'll get back to those other versions in a second. I might have some questions you may or may not be able to answer when we get down there. All right. So, since we've been talking for forever, let's get into it a little bit. All right. CD1. You know what? I meant to put a picture of the box set here, but I didn't. Anyway. CD1. Okay. Apparently, it's just Who's Next. Bob O'Reilly, Barget. I don't need to read that. You guys know what's on it. Remastered, right? Which is literally the most bare bones CD you could get, unless you got the ones in the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else. Every other one has come with, as far as I know, has come with a bunch of stuff on it. CD2, boom. Now, I can only speak for myself. Because I know that there's going to be a myriad of people out there who have either heard most of this stuff, whether it leaked or not. I don't know exactly what is 100% unheard by human ears.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have Mark with C on at some point to tell us which of those things, because I know he would know. What is, of her Teenage Wasteland, obviously on the Pete Townsend concerts, the Lifehouse concerts and things like that. I'm totally ignorant. I haven't even read this yet. There's a Fortune in Those Hills.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that one at all.
Very curious. Very curious to hear Mary. I don't know if I've heard that before. Finally Over. For a little bit of the Bob O'Reilly original demo.
Yeah.
Anything else? That's kind of what I'm
Those are
looking
the
for.
ones that stand out to me.
Yeah, same here. The line's pretty much with my experience.
I wonder if Behind Blue Eyes is the ones we've heard before, like the Scoop and all that. I think there is one on the Scoop. I don't know. Tell me I'm wrong. Be nice about it. All right. CD3, let's go into it. More demos. I think the Pure and Easy Home Studio Mix is the one they've already released on streaming, maybe? Like a 7 or 8 minute one?
I think so.
So, of course, The Song Is Over 2021 remix demo. The Pure and Easies, maybe I need a kind of like a guide to Pure and Easy, because there's so many different versions of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just the one on Who Came First, that's the first place I think I heard it.
And the first one I heard was the Odds and Sods, but it was on the box set.
Yeah.
94. And that's the one I like, and that's the one I tried to learn the solo of. Which, I did okay. First editing demo, Bob O'Reilly sounds good. Song is over demo sounds great. I'm just kind of excited about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that's why later we'll talk about price. Well, I'm willing to shell out for it. All right, so here's where I tried to do a comparison with other stuff, because I bet you there's things in here we've heard before. But hopefully it's a pretty big mix, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if these are, these asterisks might feature, Leslie West or whatever on it. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. The Note, pure and easy, that's cool. CD5, Olympic. So, I have a feeling a lot of the stuff we might have heard before, because they'd be making like.
It's just it's all over the place where we've heard it though.
Right. Yeah. It's
you have to like do some serious
somewhere.
legwork to hear it all at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
We could talk about the length this thing has taken to put together. He's been talking about this for years.
Yeah. We've been yelling at him for years too about it.
Wasn't there talk? Didn't we talk about earlier like an unreleased song? And it was like, it doesn't look like it's on here, is it?
Not on this one, no. Were we talking about Ambition?
Whatever the one they were talking about earlier this year that he said was too messy that he couldn't clean it up.
Ambition, I'm pretty sure is the one I said. When that little thing he did on Instagram, I think it was, where he talked about they had a song that they were trying to kind of resurrect or put back together, and that was the Ambition. I'm pretty sure.
And I don't think it's on here. I don't think I could. I'm pretty sure it won't able to. We'll
I'm
see.
not seeing it so far.
Yeah. All right.
Heaven and Hell. And Wasp Man.
Secret. I think original single mix. We've heard that original single. New unedited mix of Water. New unedited mix of I Don't Know Myself. New unedited mix of Naked Eye. Are these really? So they really don't have to do anything for those. They just they're unedited.
There you go.
All right. Now I'm a farmer. Secret Water. When I Was a Boy, you guys can read it. Relay. Wasp Man. Long Live Rock. Okay.
I love Wasp Man. I love any song where they just wild out in the studio. As I've said before, those are always my favorite songs. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, and you said what you like. I guess my favorite. This is that era of time where all the B-sides or singles can go head to head with the album tracks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pure and Easy, Naked Eye. I like Water. I've only found out recently that people don't like Water, and I don't understand those people.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. They probably like Led Zeppelin too. Anyway, whatever. Join Together, Relay. All these things are not on albums, right?
Right.
But they're amazing.
I mean, a few of them would show up on Odds and Sods and that kind of thing, like Long Live Rock. And I find it kind of interesting that Long Live Rock, he's already thinking about the next concept, which would Long Live Rock would become Quadrophenia.
100%.
He's taking on a lot, Pete, in this era, as we well know.
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of why I have an issue with unreleased things from the time, especially if someone has passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they'll release like a Freddie Mercury, Michael Jackson mashup, like that they recorded in the studio in 1983.
Yeah.
Well, Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson didn't feel like it was fit to release in 1983. Why do you think it's going to be fit to release now?
Yeah, and this is something I was thinking about with this set was that, Pete's got creative control of this, and I like that. I like that he's able to say this is what's going to go on it, and this is what's not going to go on it. I like that he has that control.
And the control to say, listen, I know the 50th anniversary is coming up, but it's not going to be ready. We want to do it right, and it'll be a little later, and that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's what happened. That's my headcanon, as they call it.
Yeah.
I think this is where I'm going to start to get really excited, right?
The Young Vic.
Yeah.
Now I did do the research. A lot of these were from the same date than what's were released on here.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought maybe they got a different Young Vic show or whatever. But if this is the full concert, that's great.
Yeah.
I like that concert. I like those things. I don't know if I've heard too much Tommy from it, so that's exciting. But it's got to be weird to be called in off the street to watch this thing, and it's.
Hey, you want to come in and see a Who show? The whole thing is so wild because it's like they're just playing and playing and playing, and then trying to get consecutive nights and playing and playing and playing. And as at one point, John's under the impression that they're going to live with the audience. The Young Vic lore is crazy, but I'm glad to see it here.
Well, if it's so crazy, but that's the thing, it's so crazy. Why do we only have the one night of it? Like,
yeah,
it's, I'd like more. That's like.
There's more questions about the Young Vic situation than there are answers, I think, at this point.
Well, maybe if we review these discs one by one for video content, and we'll just review each disc. All right, so let's move on to the next thing here. I think what's coming up next is why I want to buy the whole. It's one of the main reasons I want to buy the whole thing. Is the Civic Auditorium in San Francisco, December 12th, 1971. Famously, the band didn't have much recordings going on between 71 and 76, like from a band standpoint. I think. I always have to add I think. I keep forgetting that. Now, I think I've heard some of this before. I don't know how I heard it. I don't know where I heard it from. I don't know who gave it to me. I don't know anything about that. What I do know is I think this might be some of what I heard, but I only heard 7 or 8 songs. For, again, not sure, like a proposed live album at the time. And it was basically like a 1 album version, like almost like Leeds is just like 6 songs. This was like 7 or 8 songs.
Yeah.
Mostly new stuff. So, it's very exciting to me. And I haven't looked at Joe McMichael's fabulous book yet to find out exactly what was going on in 71 as far as world touring, but is this exciting to you guys at all, this thing right here?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, you're going to do some research. Okay, cool. Great, do some research.
Oh, okay, I'm looking. 1971, right?
Yeah. When you're seeing the set, what comes to mind, comment on anything on this?
I mean, for me, it's just hearing it in the way that it's, like, that's not how you would write a set of Who music, for a concert. Like Bob O'Reilly and like Won't Get Fooled Again, 10 songs in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, so Pete talks about on that DVD. Is it the 30 years? It's the 30 years DVD, I think, where it's like the Who is a 3-part show, right?
Right.
And your middle part is your quote-unquote difficult material in the middle, your new stuff you're trying to break to the audience. The new stuff they're trying to break to the audience here, the stuff that supposedly they're going to the bathroom in the middle of in a regular concert, is Who's Next.
Right.
Right. So, like, they warm everybody up with I Can't Explain Substitute, Summertime Blues, and then it's the new difficult material, which is My Wife, Bob O'Reilly, Behind Blue Eyes, Bargain, Won't Get Fooled Again. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. In looking back at it, yeah, that's
yeah,
that's
and they're like, is this synthesizer thing over yet so we can hear Pinball Wizard? It's like,
right.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
It's like watching a butterfly come out of its chrysalis. You just don't know what you're getting yet.
You have no idea what's going on when you're watching it. That's what you find out.
Well, okay, so just a real rough count, it looks like 80 dates. 11 of those are just Young Vic only. So
where are my Young Vic dates, bro? Listen, I don't want to be this guy that complains. I'm about to spend $300 on this thing.
Yeah.
Where's my Young Vics? All right, so I have a nice friend, shout out to Aaron down the street, who has a really nice 5.1 setup, and I will be at his house for Disc 11.
Oh, wow.
Disc 11 is a Bluray, and it comes with the Atmos mix, the 5.1 mix, the stereo mix, the 1971 stereo mix. Yeah, I'm going to go to his house and listen to the 1971 stereo mix. No. Bonus tracks, I guess these are all Atmos, which I don't own, and a 5.1 mix. So, and I did a little bit of research on Steven Wilson. He's a name I had not heard before, obviously, because I don't know about these things. He's definitely very well known. He's in Porcupine Tree, I think. And he's a big remixer of big classic rock albums, apparently. Cool. He's done Black Sabbath 4, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Steve Hackett, Jethro Tull. He's done a bunch of remixes. Apparently, he's the go-to guy. So he's the one who did this. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And this is a thing, like, Tom, if you want to come over, we can go to his house. If you're not going to get the thing, we can listen to it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be released to streaming, too, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't see.
I am a firm believer in the conspiracy theory that streaming is so compressed that it probably won't sound as good as the disc.
Probably.
So...
But
now,
I'm listening through little Android wireless earphones anyway.
and I'm really not the banging on the drum vinyl person that you're not listening to it. I do pick up things I don't pick up anywhere else. Yeah. But not all the stuff is going to be on vinyl. It's only on it's only on this. The big thing is only on CD. Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll get into more of that in a minute. Here we go. I like things. I like touching things. I've touched all my Who's sellout stuff once, and I put it back in the box, and it's over there. I just like having it. In fact, it still kills me that the only box set I don't have is the Live at Leeds vinyl box set. I did get that record you have, Tom.
The double.
The three.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. Listen to us all jaded. Let's buy this other thing I'm going to put in a pile in my room. Okay.
Yeah.
100-page hardback book with Townsend introduction and new sleeve notes by Andy Neal and Matt Kent, which I'm all down for. But what I'm really down for, and me and Tom were following this a very long time ago about this Lifehouse graphic novel. Because we spoke about it and we got all excited, then we didn't hear anything about it, and I thought we heard it got canceled.
I thought so too.
Guess what?
That's what memories are. Well, it didn't get canceled. It got put on hold for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very, very, very excited about
it. As a book nerd, I'm really excited about this. So.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to get it then.
I'm going to.
You're gonna have to get the box set then.
I will say this for those, if anybody's intimidated about the price on this box set, there are going to be break-off.
Are there
discs and versions? Yeah.
Well, I have that in the slide of what they're having.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but it's not.
Ahead of myself. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of it that's not. There's only a couple things that are.
Yeah.
So
I'm thinking about those poor Who fans, which I'm one.
No, but I understand because first of all, if it were any other band, I would never shell out for this.
Yeah.
And I've spoken to you guys. I'm selling things to get this.
I'm donating blood.
I'm not selling my child, even though he'd be high market value. But I might sell a guitar. I don't know yet, Tom. I might sell it. I might not.
No pressure.
Yeah, and I've actually already bought some things from people that were trying to sell things to buy this box set from their collection.
There you go.
Just one or two things I really wanted.
One step forward.
Endless wire things. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, this is crazy. If it were any other band, I'd be, railing, don't pay for that, whatever. I was looking at a Pink Floyd Pulse box set. It was $140 now from what it came out as. And there's not a full vinyl version of this either.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, honestly. So, now what is coming out for sure is the Who's Next, the San Francisco 1971 vinyl, along with a remastered copy of Who's Next. This is unfortunate because that is something I'm going to have to buy. I'm going to be getting the box set and that. I'm not going to get the acetates. Tom, did you find out what's on the acetates?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
It's all demos or alternate mixes, that kind of stuff. But yeah, pure and easy home studio mix behind Blue Eyes demo. Loving for keeping demo. Merry original mix and demo. Getting in tune alternate mix. Going mobile demo. Too much demo. Time is passing demo. And then you've got Won't Get Fooled Again demo. Song is Over original demo, and Bob O'Reilly original demo.
Yeah, replica acetates don't really interest me.
Yeah, not high on my list of things I have to spend money on.
An acetate would interest me. In fact, there was an acetate auction not too long ago.
Yeah, I saw
The things I saw on it that were interested in me was All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes, and another demo. And they went for so low, I was really kicking myself for not going into an auction. Like £200 or something like that.
Oh, that's a bargain.
The best I ever had.
Shipping.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, shipping. Yeah, £200 and £500 shipping.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are going to be available. Definitely the San Francisco 1971. I'm going to have that. All right, so this is what you can get. You should get it. These are just the remastered versions, single disc, double disc. I'm sure it has some of those things Tom mentioned, and so I guess highlights from the outtakes and whatnot. So also you got the remastered album coming out, and unfortunately, this will be a thing I will have to buy, is the Half Speed Master. Now, the Half Speed Master in the 1971, we might be holding off till Christmas for those, but they're going to be in this house. That box set will be here day one, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm insane, and I don't care about the future of my child or anything. So
scholarship support.
Yeah. Cashing in that 401k.
I guess I should tell her about that, not having one of those anyway. Anyway, whatever. It's kind of funny. No. Anyway, I should edit that part out. It's weird. I am going to get the Half Speed Master. I don't know why. I've collected most of them so far. So, I should. Let's see. Is there... Alright, so here's where it gets a little weird. I want these, but I'm not going to buy them.
The Coke bottle clears it. Was interesting.
They're very clear. That's the one that you have to get at a record store, or you have to order from a record store, right?
Support your local record store, people.
I certainly do, but I'm not. I draw the line at 4 versions of Who's Next in 1 year. I guess so. So my question for you is: so, Tom, do you know what you're gonna get yet? Are you gonna get any?
Obviously, the live portions of all of this is what's interesting to me.
Yeah.
So that's where I struggle. I don't have too many ways to listen to a CD physically, so that's where it's all right, I have to sit down and make it happen kind of thing to listen to it, which I probably need more of in my life. But yeah, just at the end of the day, I'm also going to be interested to see what's on streaming, as much as I don't want to support it that way. That's the way I consume most of my music, unfortunately. So I don't know what I'm getting at. I have no problem pulling the trigger and just buying the whole big thing and being done with it, but I also just don't need more SHIT in my house.
I feel you. I'm actually going through getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get any? Or you?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm kind of with Tom. Space constraints for me, so I will be, I'll be relying on streaming for it. But if they're feeling like they want to release those 2 books separately, I definitely will snap those up. And there is also a concurrent T-shirt that's on thewho.com that I definitely want with the photo session from Tara on the release of Who's Next, and I love that photo session. So I definitely will be buying the T-shirt. So, like I said, release the books, Pete. Release the books. So.
If I had a feeling that maybe you'll be able to get the Lifehouse one at some point down the line, if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure the other one is like it comes with the Who's Next set. If I had to guess. So.
Yeah, the graphic novel too. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some goodies in the whole thing. It just.
I would love the graphic novel in an actual graphic novel form.
Yeah, I love it.
Something like this.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Is it good? I've been thinking about it.
Here's the thing: I like to buy things like this, but I just haven't gotten around to reading it because I know the story. I know what happens at the end.
Yeah.
And the art's very good.
So nice.
It is The Life and Death of Keith Moon, Jim McCarthy, and Mark Ollivant.
Yeah. I've seen it talked about and I've been really interested in adding it to my impressive collection of books.
So yeah, I'm all about, like, I had that original Rock and Roll Comics back in the day.
Yeah.
That was awesome to have, but, not the best representation, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's going on here? You know what? Opening this has made me very curious about it. I might take it to the beach with me.
Cool.
Because I'm not going to go to the beach without a kid. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit there and relax. It's going to be great. See, you know why I don't have him? Because I sold him to get this box set. Half of that money was going to the beach trip. Half of the money in the box set.
I feel like you didn't sell him high enough.
So, in conclusion, the Super Deluxe is coming back out. And some of us are going to buy it. Some of us are. I'm probably going to buy it. I'm probably going to have a review up. I may or may not wait for these folks. If I can get them on board to listen to 1971 right away, that's probably going to be first up because I'm going to be playing. I'm so excited. I'm going to be playing that. I'm going to be playing it very loud all over this house.
Oh, and the 5.1 mix too.
Yeah. Just put in the 5.1. Just do it. Just put it in their surround sound. Just make the call. Put it in. Not hard. Just do it. I'm not going to do it. So, thanks for listening. Buy the set. Maybe we'll come back. Bye.
It's good to be back. Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah.